Okay, so let's see. So quick update here. We're on turn. What turn are we on? I don't know. We're turn 192. We're expanding up to the north a little bit. Just started a new city up here. We're still not at war with anybody, which is good, but we are losing. As far as we're behind the curve, I should say. So we're the blue line. That's our army strength. So if we ever go to war, we're going to be in trouble. Let's see. Number of towns. We passed Raven somehow and caught up with Kali. That's good. They're our closest people, so our competitors. Purple line that belongs to Freya. She's to the west of us. And then we have Korax. He's in Mirror all by himself, so he's got all kinds of place to expand all by himself. And the actual map here. So, purple, Freya, bad. There's a whole huge continent to herself. And then we've got Kali and Raven here. Raven, my nearest neighbor, basically, because Freya is technically a little across the ocean from us. And as you can see, we're starting to expand to the north a little bit now. We could go south, but that's tundra territory, so the pickings are pretty slim down there. But again, we're not at war yet, which is good. So, that's where we are. So, before I went to break, the question was from Chris, what about Galactic Civilization games? Have you ever played those? Yes, I have. I haven't tried 4 yet. I think it's still testing, right? I think it's still early access. 3, I think I played. I have 3, but I don't know if I've actually played it. 2, I played a lot of. I remember that. Now, my knock against Galactic Civilizations, is it 3 is complete? I haven't played it yet either. Is it 3? Space game, which is in space out. It's an Epic exclusive. 4 is, right? Same as Sins of the Empire, or Solar Empire. So, but anyway, Galactic Civilizations 3, I'm pretty sure I have. 2, I played a lot of. 1, I think I played a lot of too. But 2 is the one that I remember playing the most, and it struck me as, it's always struck me as a lesser version of Master of Orion. Mainly because in 2, I don't know if they ever changed, I don't think they've changed how combat works in Galactic Civilization. It's just basically, it's a straight numbers game, right? There's no actual tactical combat. It's like kind of like Civilization. You just take your fleets, throw them against each other and see who wins. There's really no tactical stuff going on. It's just straight up numbers. Tech versus tech kind of stuff, if I remember right. It's been a while. It's been a long while since I played 2. But it's an addictive game, and it's fun to build the ships and, design them and all other fun stuff. But when it comes down to it, the design of the ships doesn't mean anything. It's just straight up numbers. Do you have the better technologies to go against their technologies and whatever? Okay, that's fine. But, I've always found it to be a more simpler game than Master of Orion. But it's fine. I mean, I don't have any major issues with it. That is the major issue for me. Is the combat is just simplified, very simplified compared. So, but that's okay. There's still good games. It's just that if given a choice between playing Master of Orion or Galactic Civilizations, I'm going to go with Master of Orion every time. So, anyway. But what am I doing now? Oh, that's right. We finally built a yeet. Or, sorry. Is it built or is it recruited? Technically, it's a build. So this is the yeet. It's a hand that throws a little bomb-like thing, I think. So this is actually all it does. So it does have a range attack. Strength of 6. Melee is bad. Armor is 7. Resistance 8. It's got 4 figures. 1 health each, so they're kind of wimpy as far as that goes. It does have missile immunity, though. So you don't have to worry about being shot to death by bows. Wall Crusher. Release the Mag Bomb. So this is its special ability. Summons the Mag Bomb, a one-shot unit that deals deadly damage but is very fragile. So again, we'll have to see how that does. It does Enchanted Weapon. That might be because we have a Alchemist Guild here. So that's probably what that's from. This is Solar Empire. Get to play it. I'm going to play Homeworld Remastered first. Sins of a Solar Empire is different, just so you know. It's different from Homeworld. I know they're technically both RTSs, but so Sins of a Solar Empire is different than Homeworld. And don't ask me which one I like better, because I don't really do RTSs anymore. How so? How's it different? Okay, keeping in mind I haven't played Homeworld or Sins of a Solar Empire in well over 10 years for both of them. I just remember Sins of an Empire being very different than Homeworld. Because it's not... The combat is different, right? Because Homeworld is 3D, and Sins of a Solar Empire I don't think is. Pretty sure it isn't. Yeah, Sins is definitely more casual, if I remember right. It's, shit. Like I said, it's been so long since I played it. Sins struck me as being more relaxed, more casual. The ship's parked in fire. Yeah, they stopped moving. Fade fight. Yeah, it's a different. They are different games. Because in Homeworld, it's all about positioning because it's a 3D map and stuff. And Sins is not. It's one of those, you know, not really. It looks like it's 3D, but it's not type deals. And so positioning isn't as big of a deal. Your ships basically just sit back, do their shots, and then you power up certain attacks and do that kind of stuff. While, you know, Homeworld is all about positioning because of, you know, there's facing involved, and I think is facing involved in Homeworld? I think it does. Again, it's been a while. Like Stellaris is not 3D? Yeah, it's basically fought on Sins is pretty much a 2D map. But it looks like it's 3D. But it's not. Yeah, it's like, well, but it's not like Stellaris. To be clear, it's not like Stellaris. The combat in Sins is different from Stellaris. Because you actually do control individual ships to do stuff. Because they have like abilities to do. If I'm remembering correctly, again, it's been a while. And Sins of Solar Empire is good. Homeworld are good. If you get a chance to play both, because they are both well worth it. No joke. They are both very good games. But they're nothing. I would say they're nothing like Stellaris. So many games, so many times. Yeah, I know. Don't have to tell me that. So, our yeet. We have to get this somehow combat. Oh, wait, more recruiting. Oh, we got to get the Solus in here still. Probably want some more melee stuff, don't we? So that's artillery. This is considered artillery. That's going to be the giant is kind of artillery stuff. Halberds are fun. That'll fill up our army. And then we need stuff to stay here and guard. So bots. Star Wars and Star Trek conversions for them as well. If not surprising. Not surprising at all. Okay. Next turn. All that talking, no playing. Okay, so bank is unbuilt, mechanic and skilled in 10. Not casting any spells currently because we're building up our mana. 3 farmer. Forcer's Guild 1. Temple? Pages Guild? Temple. Miners Guild. The game you picked up in the sale, which you also get to play, is Star Wars Empire at War. That game is so confusing on what it wants to be. There's a mod for Star Wars Empire at War that makes it so that all it is, it takes out the planetary based combat portion of the game because that's kind of weak. It's planetary or Empire at War is all about the space stuff. Just so you know, there's a mod out there. I can't remember the name of it, but it basically says no planetary stuff. It's all about the space stuff, which I highly recommend. I streamed it once, but I haven't streamed it in again because all the music is Star Wars stuff and it sets off all the flags on Twitch and YouTube, unfortunately. Builders Hall, thank you. Sawmill after that. Actually, no. We will do housing after that. Yeah, it's okay. It's no big deal. But anyway, Empire at War, it's a fun game, but it's an RTS sort of kind of. Yeah, it is an RTS, isn't it? But it's fun. I haven't played in a while, but it's fun. And it's one. And again, it's an RTS, and so you have to, watch your units for when it's time to use abilities and that kind of fun stuff. But it's a good game. Oh, you green. Who's green? Oh, that's right. So, Korax, he is the green, and purple is what's her face? Freya, right? So she came. That's right. She came through this tower that I came to. He opened that up for us, so that's nice of her. You get all those games for free on Epic sooner or later. Maybe someday. And that could be a long wait too, Bad, unfortunately. Okay, so our engineers, they have still. Let's go this way. It was funny, was an RTS and Supreme Commander, hands down. I love that game. Good at it, but you love the intricate battle animations of all the units. Yeah, I remember playing Supreme Commander way back and just could never really get into it. But I've never been a huge RTS person either. I like some of them, but a lot of them I avoid. Or have avoided. You did? Well, no, you can. I'm not saying you can't do it bad. It just, some of this stuff you can be waiting for quite a while. You're waiting for it to show up on Epic. For free. Oh, that's right, Wheelan. You weren't kidding. Baldur's Gate 3 absolutely showers you in healer gear. I know, it's sick, isn't it? You already got them. What, the games we've been talking about, Bada? Oh, I don't doubt it. I mean, I don't even know what's in my Epic library these days. I just grab it every week. And and then of course when we get closer to Christmas, you get something different every day. I've got so much stuff from Epic, I don't even know where to start. Actually, no, we want melee people going first, so that's you guys. Yes, you guys land first. You guys go next. Your monk, Mazel, and your healer, Shadowheart, are the only ones really fully equipped. Your MC and Gale are kind of just taking scraps. That's not how you're supposed to do it, Ring. I think you're doing it wrong. Okay, so we're going to do housing on this one for a while until it gets up to 2,000 population, which shouldn't take too long at plus 262. Oh, that's right, because we're getting the +5 per mineral. Actually, yeah, so that's plus 15 right there. That's good. Okay, Lab City. Temple in 8 turns. We can wait. Okay, so I don't even know what's in here yet. So we're going to save. And go see what's in here. Oh, we don't have a full army. Oh, look, we have some extra swordsmen. Of course, now we can't do it. Damn it. I think the Baldur's Gate 3, but 160. Yes, that's... Yeah, it's a large game. But there's a lot in there too. I mean, there's a lot. Almost everything is voice acted. I think the only thing that's not voice acted is some of the stuff you read, like the books and whatever. But anytime you talk to somebody on the street, it's all voice acted. It's crazy. And we're talking about anybody on the street, like some loser, drunk on the street. You poke him and you go, "Oh, he's got something to say." It may not be important, but he's got something to say. So yeah, it's crazy. It's huge. If your PC might be able to handle it if you don't have that, don't you? Yeah, and Starfield's another fairly large one too. Yeah, both Baldur's Gate 3 and Starfield are a sign of video games to come, where they're going to be ridiculously huge and ridiculously expensive, not only to buy but to produce. But we've been headed that way for forever. I mean, it's just the way gaming has always been. Got a road to build through these mountains here. You have Skyrim that's not unreasonably big. Skyrim is also 10 years old. Skyrim is not a modern game anymore. It's over 10 years old, isn't it? It's been expensive to produce. The industry utterly sucks for its own developers. Yes. Skyrim is 2011, so it's 12 years old. So to say that Skyrim's not that big, it's also a little behind the times, too. Where's the time go? It goes into sitting in front of a computer playing video games. That's where it goes. These moments when a large chunk of the current PCs end up obsolete. Yeah. Are we ready to move this? We're not ready here. Okay, next turn. Computer's 10 years old? Yeah. My streaming computer, I think, is 10 years old, roughly. Gotta be. Although the pieces and parts inside of it aren't all 10 years old. It's been parted out here and there. And when one got its first expansion, I had to buy an external hard drive to even be able to download the game. Wow. Was it Wrath of the Lich King? Anyway, yeah. We get it. No Man's Sky holds up for an old game? It's not that old. No Man's Sky is what, 4 or 5 years old? Maybe? Okay, let's see what's in here. It's a temple. So, a ghoul, werewolves. We can handle this, I think. I guess we need to define what an old game actually is. Let's see. What kind of magic should we use against these guys? Let's see. Can't confuse undead. Oh, that's right. These are all undead. Most of our stuff isn't going to work against them anyway. Tech Sprite will. Oh, I guess we haven't actually shown off the Tech Sprite yet. So Tech Sprite, this is a spell specific to the Soultrapped. It's a summoned unit in combat only. Unfortunately, I wish it was a summoned unit outside of combat as well. But they give it an upkeep cost. I don't know why, because you can't summon this thing outside of combat, I don't think. But anyway, it's a sprite. It's got a little jetpack. Unfortunately, that's as close as we get without having to. You can't look at them closer than that. Is it a strong unit? No, it's a sprite. No, it's not. It's not a strong unit. It's got a 1 melee attack strength. It's got a 4 range, which isn't great. It's got 2 armor. It's chance to hit is 30%. Chance to hit at range is 30%. It's got 5 resistance, 2 health per unit, and there's 4 units. It's got 5 shots. It's got 2 magic pistols, yes. I wish we could... I think we can look at the spell outside of combat so you can see the artwork a little bit more. But anyway. Again, it's got little rocket packs. Can't zoom in any closer, unfortunately. So, werewolves. That's right, you can't hurt them. Priest, blast them with magic. Oh, wait, can I do that from them too? You click on them that way. Ah, there we go. Clicking wrong stuff. So there's the actual artwork. You can see it's carrying 2 little pistols, and you can sort of see the rocket pack on it too. They're cheap to summon. Unfortunately, again, I wish we could summon them permanently. Well, at least like other some summon units. I wish they were summonable outside of combat, so you could heal them and that kind of fun stuff. And of course, pick up experience. Actually, no, they wouldn't pick up experience because they are summoned. So that's not how they work. Oh, we don't have artillery here. So our main threat here is, of course, is the vampire, or not the vampires, the werewolves. Try to kill them first, of course. The werewolves are dead, so not a problem. Ghouls are the next on the list. I'm gonna let them come to us. Pit ghouls. So I asked if it was a strong unit. As it is summoned, it is worth the mana. Is it worth the mana? That guess was asking. I think it's worth the mana. They're fairly cheap. Tech Sprite is it's 37 mana because of distance, right? 15 casting points. It's not bad. For 15 points, it's fine. It's better than friggin' Firebolt. So... Dead skeletons. Evil zombies. Pick them off so we can do the range stuff some more. Just got bad roll there. No problem. So, and the sprites go away, of course. So we learned a new spell, Shatter. A burst of chaos energy that ripples through the enemy, shattering their resolve. Target units melee, missile, and thrown strength reduced to 1. That's nice. Anyway, so fame, gold, mana, stuff. Okay, so where else? Oh, we actually explored some of this area so far. I'm going to take a look at this town first, though, because this is more orcs. And the boat, you can go back. These guys leveled up. So, Rhaegar, this is colony number 1. Temple 112. Belts. Sages Guild in 7. Oh, got an amplifier here too? I guess we do. I'm gonna swap those. Because this will up our production and stuff. Okay, still exploring up here. What is he? So, Draconian. So, it's a good chance that he started off with Draconians, isn't there? And got goblins. I don't know what he's gonna do. Your horses. Okay, so our little army all healed up because tech priests. Out here and mirror. More goblins. The units in this fight get penalties for working together. Like if you had a town that produced orcs working with a town that produces elves, for example, you get penalized for that. Sort of. You don't really get penalized for it. Is the way it works is all the races have bonuses and penalties for who controls the cities. So, for example, if you are playing the High Elves and you take a orc city, managing or keeping the unrest down in that city is going to be more difficult because the elves and the orcs don't like each other. However, if you take a human city, humans and elves tend to get along a little bit better, so you're not going to have as many problems with the unrest, and that's what it's all about. So, like trolls and goblins, they get along really well. The lizard men, I don't know, whatever. But there's a chart somewhere. I don't know. I haven't seen it in ages, but there's a chart out there telling you which races get along with each other and which ones get penalties and that kind of stuff. So it doesn't really, if they're fighting together in the same fight, it has nothing to do. Your units are your units. They totally get along that way. It's all about the cities. Whether they, it depends on what your first race is. Like the race that you start the game with. Like I start with the Soultrapped. I don't know who they get along with and who they're, not friendly with. I think they're supposed to be somewhat friendly with dwarves. I think, but I'm not positive about that. But they don't. The orcs don't seem to care. Like our unrest. For some reason, unrest now they played with unrest some, I think, and all our towns have at least 10% unrest. But if the unrest goes up high enough, you have to worry about rebels, of course, and that's usually the different races. Like I said, for example, elves and orcs don't like each other, and so they're going to have a penalty to unrest. When you say you start at the elves and take an orc city, you're going to have an unrest issue, which means you just have to have more troops in the city, and you have to have more of the religious buildings, the temples and whatever, because those reduce the unrest levels. Although, again, they changed that too, if I remember. Library, Parthenon. So, yeah, it reduces the unrest level by an additional 1 rebel. They changed this. It's supposed to be reduces unrest level by 10%. But for some reason, they changed it to actually getting rid of a rebel if there's one there. And that's why the unrest now is at 10% forever. It doesn't seem... I haven't really seen it high, I haven't seen it go lower yet, and I really haven't seen it go higher either. But I've seen the rebels numbers be up, but the unrest will still be at 10% or something like that. So they changed something, but I didn't see it. I didn't go looking for it in the patch notes. I probably should. But it's unrest seems to be much more easily managed now. But I've only really had experience with taking over orc cities. I haven't tried anybody else's yet, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. Orcs fungus in this game, or is that's 40k? In this game, orcs are orcs. There's none of this. There's no fluff like that in this game. The races are the races. There's no story behind it, really. The only story is it's that wizards are competing against each other to rule the world or the universe, whatever. And there's, again, 2 ways to win. You can conquer everybody, or you can cast the spell of mastery, which is guaranteed victory. Only problem is when you start casting the spell of victory, everybody declares war on you because they know what it means and they will try to stop you. So, and it's not a spell you cast in like 2 turns. It takes a while. So, it's fun. So, mana's up to 350. Oh, we were supposed to, again, summoning. Yes, we could summon the scout, but that's not a combat thing. Oh, the multi-digger. This is another engineer. This is just another engineer. So it's engineering probe. Secondary functions include meld function and increases movement. So with this, actually, it's an engineer and a spirit. So, and what that means is you can summon. So, a magic spirit. So that's what this. Can you see all of them? Anyway, the multi-digger, it acts as an engineer and a spirit. So, but when you meld it with a node, it goes away, of course. And it does cost mana to upkeep. So if you're hurting for money and food, you summon a multi-digger to handle your engineering jobs. That's one role they can do. So it's a multi-purpose unit. But I remember summoning one a couple weeks back when we first started doing this, and it's like, okay, it can meld and it can be an engineer, but it eats up mana. So if you have a mana issue, you don't want these things, right? Try to see. It's okay. See you, Chris. Have a good evening. Try to get some sleep. See you later. Okay, so that. So how come now it's there? But there's the multi-digger stuff. Okay. Okay, so we built Pantheon or Parthenon at 7, Temple at 6. We can get that now if we want. Which is a 264 or 529. Housing up here. Oh, we're up to $2,000. Can we actually do something good? Like, sawmill after that, maybe. This will increase our growth as well as some food here in town. So that is now 369. Housing here. Not quite there yet, right? Builder's Hall 18. You can buy this now. We'll buy this. Bought. And it's all the money we want to spend for this turn. Enchant the road. So, and this is a spell to mix. Oh, that's goblin stuff. Yeah, so Enchanted Road we can now cast. Construct Light Disjunction. Let's do just enchant area. It's a granary you just built. Sawmill. The population 2,300. Yeah, we can get this done in a couple turns. If we think about it. The soulless, here we go. So this is the giant robot. We'll pick up these halberders next turn, and then we'll have this army go rail out. We'll do something, hopefully. Hopefully get something like, because we still haven't seen the Veet in action. We haven't seen the soulless, or the cannons actually either. So we want to see those guys in action. Smith at 39. Granary. Granary 39. How about next turn? Money. And still exploring up here. Which way should we go? Can make it through here. No, we're just exploring. Just to see what they have. Oh, he's got mammoths. So he's got trolls too. Well, he's going to have everything here. He pretty much expanded pretty freely on this playing ball by himself. So, okay, let's see how this town looks. So, Orc Spearman, couple of elites, good deal. Save and beat him up. So nothing but spearmen. And then we're going to drop lure so that they don't... they have a lesser chance to hit us. God, our skill sucks. Still need to work that skill. So anyway, there's blur. Priest, get closer. Start throwing magic at them. We need to get him a better bow. They're going to try to flank us. What it looks like. That's a weak hit. Let's go up here. Ow. Elite versus elite. First strike wins, though. Buzzsaws. You guys get there? Make them. Can't hide in the trees. It's stupid. Is ammo left? Me too. But we don't have to walk so far. But no. Okay, so that went fine. Again, spearmen. Not tough. So we were supposed to roll them. Okay, so 17,000 orcs now work for us. Housing. Oh, you don't have a builder's hall? God, you can get things done. 4 turns to get that done. Brace. And see, we just took this town and there's no rebels and the unrest is 10%. So they screwed with something. I don't know what they did. Unrest is not a big deal anymore for some reason. Now look at Bashan up to level 6. That's it. Rolls on mammoths. Swordsman leveled up to regular. And oh, sorry, submarine is up to regular now. Here, oops. All you guys are gonna go have fun. But where are we going though? I have no idea where we're going. Oh, maybe go pick on those Efreedy. Sorry. Efreedy. Stand in there, guard. You're done, we'll do... We get wizards? We get research, but no units from the Wizards Guild. It's funny. There's our giant, which we didn't really look at, did we? So this is the Soulless. He's basically a giant robot. For all intents and purposes, that's what he is. Because he has all the characteristics of a normal giant unit. So good melee, good range, good armor and health. Well, not great health, but their resistance is good. 1 unit. He's only got 4 shots, which is more than most giants get. Giants usually only get 2. He's a Necron? No, he's a giant robot. He's a giant robot. He's got the poison immunity, death immunity, lightning vulnerability, and enchanted weapons and stuff. So, it's everybody. And now we have a new spell too. Let's see, sorcery, enchanting roads. So there's no upkeep for these. Casting time is 2. Casting cost is 100. We have 355 or 335, so we'll put one of these down. Next turn. Silver Wrench. Smithy in 13 about now. Sawmill. Actually, what's our population? 2,000. And we'll go to housing for a while. Okay, let's go this way. mean to do that. Oh well. Like I have to be concerned about where my units go, but they don't. But that's a thing. Okay, so let's do some adventuring. So rebels went up, but the unrest didn't change. Funny. Builders Hall. You need to stay out of there. You need to stay out of our territory option. Yes. Yes, we do. Turn. Turn. And of course, the thing is, it's a scout unit too, so they shouldn't be too terribly upset or feel threatened. If they feel threatened by that unit, they are got serious issues. All set there. Although we're all messed up. Oh, because we went into a city and it screws up the order of battle there. That didn't work that way. Okay, Hard Hammer, Binders Guild 15. Sure. Builders Hall, Sawmill at 7. We can live with that. Rocketville, then 12. Housing. $2,000. On the sawmill. We don't have free food here, do we? No, we don't. Oh well. It's 34 turns for that to get done. I think we're better off going with housing. Population build up a little bit. And our money too. She wants mana. She doesn't need mana from me. Look at all the spells we can exchange for her. Slacker. Right. That way? Yeah, let's go this way. Okay, so we're going to this fight just to test out, or just to see how these cannons and the yeet do. Hopefully it's be fine. It's an old dungeon, it's not ruins. Hey, it looks like we're supposed to win. Soultrapped. Warp creature. Oh, the free. Okay. He's got magic. Firebolt's not going to work on them. Counter magic. There we go. Because he did that, we're also going to throw out a blur too. Just to be safe. Or safer. It's not guaranteed, so. So the Soulless does have ranged weapons. He got 4 shots. So, hey, you freak. Rawr. Didn't hit him.
You did it wrong.
Oops.
This is how you do it. Warg. Please excuse me. That was embarrassing. I meant to say. Jag.
Okay, so this is a summon thing, so we actually want to let them get closer before we use this thing, because they say it's, you know, very fragile. You have range attack? Oh, you have range attacks too. Well, that worked. There were cannons for the first time. Somehow I think they work probably better against multiple targets than singles. It's usually the way it works with cannons. Yay, the yeet. So I'm going to cast you right there. So it's a bomb-like thing. The mag bomb. Got one attack. So what does it do? Explosion. A powerful tech fire explosion that damages itself as well as the target. Deals a 20 strength magical fire attack that hits each figure in a target unit. Was that it's not a spell you cast, so it's a thing? So that's what it does. So it's just basically a suicide bomber type deal. Of course, it's not going to work against these guys because they're, you know, fire.
Hello everyone.
No.
Unfortunately it is time to end the stream.
No, it's not.
Gimpy needs to eat dinner and spend some quality time with Mrs. Gimpy and the dogs. Have a great day or evening.
He's lying.
We will see you tomorrow.
Well, that's not a lie.
Make sure to click the follow button and visit Gimpy's YouTube channel.
No, we're not done yet. Just so you know, we're not done yet. We got stuff to do. Kill some fire stuff. Hey, don't hurt them, please. Guys need to work on their accuracy. So 30% hit them. How many shots does he have left? 2. So they're flying. Actually, we really don't want him to get that close. He's kind of weak, so he's still a noob. We got still some ammo left. Oh, I killed my yeet. Oh, the hands died. The Solus has 2 shots left. No damage. Try confusion. It worked. So he's confused now. Hopefully he beats up on his friend. He probably won't. He's really confused. No damage against these guys. Really horrible. Last shot from him. And no damage. What's the health on that? He's down to 9. The other one's still at 12. He's out of ammunition. So that means he's got to engage now. Got to throw punches. Can't we go that way? He's down to 2 shots. Closer. There we go. 20. Still a miss. Last shot. No damage. He's got 2 shots left. No damage. Oh no, it was taking damage. Sorry. Sorry. They both did 1 point of damage. It's off. He's really confused. And unfortunately we can't attack him because he's flying. And kind of pen him in a little bit. No shots for you. 1 shot left for you. Almost got him. That's it. Oh, we have to wait for this one to come under our control. There we go. Okay, so we won. We lost our Yeet, though. He got beat up. The Yeet's kind of weak. He's got the one... I mean, the range attacks are okay. But it's got the one bomb thing that it does, which is worthless against fire. But, you know, whatever. But they're actually not very strong with that 1 health per unit. That's not unusual, I guess. Cleared the first part of the dungeon. Blah, check our choices. We got Fame, Spell Learn, Fire Elemental. Choices. Continue exploring. So in the deepest parts of the dungeon, you find hidden treasures abandoned here long ago. So bunch of mana, 260, and another spell, Warp Creature. Entropic energy that attempts to warp and degenerate the enemy target unit tries to withstand it, but with -1 resistance, warped creatures suffer either half strength attacks, half armor points, or no resistance. It makes them like you. Anyway. So there's that. So this is a first look at the Yeet and the Soul Cannon and the Soulless. Soulless is basically a giant. It's a giant similar to the stone giants, fire giants, that kind of stuff. But instead of, you know, fire or stones, it's a machine. It's basically what it is. It's a machine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The cannons are the cannons. Fortunately, we didn't have any multiple units or multiple doll units. What do they call them? Figures. We didn't run into any multiple figure units for them to shoot at. Typically, cannons don't do well against single targets like elementals and Ifrit because they do best when they get multiple rolls. You know, against their target. Against one target, they get 1 chance to hit, and that's it. Against a unit such as, you know, swordsmen, they'll get 6 attempts to hit, and they do much better in this case. Not a good test of them, but I have a feeling they perform just like regular cannons. There's nothing really special about them, other than their immunities, which are nice. But, you know, machines. But they seem to be good. And then, I said they're free, we talked about that. So, those are the 3 units we hadn't seen yet earlier today, or haven't seen today. That was the first time we saw them. And the priests, the tech priests are decent. They're priests. So they heal your armies and that kind of stuff. But they have a special ability where they can bring back your machines from if they die in combat. You can use a spell to bring them back for the rest of the combat. They come back at full health, full fighting strength, whatever. But when combat's over, they die completely, and you can't bring them back with any other spells. So we didn't really get a chance to test that so much. One fight the first fight we brought them into, we had 2 priest units, and one of them got killed in the first round. And I tried to use the spell to bring them back from the other priest. However, turns out the priests don't count. You can't bring up another priest back with that spell for whatever reason. I don't know why. They should be. That's what we're talking. The tech priest. They look like robots. They look like they're constructions or automatons, whatever you want to call them. But for some reason, the spell didn't work on them. I don't know if that's a bug or that's intended, because they sure look like a machine, like all the other units. But we haven't tested on the other units yet either. So maybe next time. Next time we'll try that. Oh, we got a spell to cast. Chant the Road. This is 2 hexes. So put that on Rocketville. So there's our enchanted roads. So these are basically roads that don't eat up movement points when units move through them. So this is good. We're going to need a lot of those. Maybe. So basically the same roads you get in Mirror. In Mirror you get to build the roads for free, but they don't haven't been using them, it looks like. They may not have any engineers, but they haven't been building roads. So in Mirror, these enchanted roads are free, as long as you have any engineers to build them. But here, you have to use a spell. Sorcery spell, even. It's not any spell, it's got to be you have to have sorcery spell books in order to use this one. So anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I really do like this game. I really do. It's based on one of my all-time favorites, and they've done a really good interpretation of it, and I appreciate that. So anyway, stream schedule tomorrow. I'm going to play tomorrow. I'm supposed to play Starfield. Wednesday could be Starfield, could be Baldur's Gate 3. Thursday, Starfield or Baldur's Gate 3. Haven't decided yet for the next for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, Jeff and Hurricane are supposed to be joining me for what game. I have a feeling I know what we're playing, but we haven't said yet officially. We'll find out as we get closer to Friday. Saturday, Starfield. Sunday is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, where the first half of the stream is campaign stuff with Gimpy the Dwarven Crusader Angel. And the second half of the stream is the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC with Viewer Group 9, or for however long they live. And when they die, we'll switch over to Viewer Group 10. That's how that works. Also, hey Veronica, when is the monthly giveaway?
Saturday and Sunday, September 16th and 17th are the monthly giveaways for September. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Again, that's this weekend for the giveaways. If you have any questions about how the giveaways work, come back tomorrow and ask. Okay, that's it. Tomorrow's stream starts at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT for some more Starfield. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great evening, great day, wherever you happen to be. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.